So you said, first thing obviously in terms of distance from the ball, you can see there's a little bit of sort of flex here with the arms as you try and come back to the golf ball. It's almost instinctive and natural to sort of extend those arms to hit the golf ball. It's very hard to swing the club with speed with your arms sort of tucked in there. So that sort of movement there to start with, if your arms are slightly into the body and flexed, you're going to lose a little bit of distance there when you come back to the golf ball. Obviously the line on the left hand of the red one, this is your first one. You can see straight away now, before that club's even gone back to sort of knee height, how much you're sort of dropping down there in the takeaway. You can see yourself going down and down and down, losing a good few inches there in terms of height. Now this one, as we go back, you can see staying on there for a little bit longer. It then starts going a little bit at the end there toward the top of the backswing. This felt to you like you're going up. Okay, so the forearm, if I was going up again, you can still see there's that little bit of a drop there. So if we imagined, you said that sort of drill where you put your forehead against a wall there like so. If we said, right, make some swings there now, rotate the shoulders, it'd still be okay there, but now at this point, the arms start going up, you'd feel the pressure now through your head, okay? Now you certainly are a lot less, you can see the lines of your spine there and your head on the sort of line there compared to there. You're a lot less, probably an inch or two different, which doesn't sound a lot, but it's a lot when it comes to hitting the golf ball, okay? And the ball flight there with the arm is showing that you had a lot more room when you came back, but you'll see at the point of contact as you come back to the golf ball now, you want to naturally extend those arms to the golf ball. That right arm now is extending back to the golf ball to release the club through. So if you start off bent and you shorten the distance, your arms can't extend. If they do extend, they thump the ground behind the ball. As we said, with a 7-iron, 8-9 pitching wedge, when you're a more upright swing, as you're coming down, the only real bad stroke is you hit the ground behind the ball. So not the end of the world, you kind of get it with a bit of a heavy strike in the summer out the ground being so hard, you can sort of bounce the club to the golf ball. Winter time, not so good, you get a lot of fat shots I'd imagine, but with the 4 or 5 iron and the longer clubs, because the angle now is a lot more in this position compared to the wedge being there, when your club's coming back here, it tries to find room, it finds room more in this direction, thus you're losing the contact, so you'll be catching it more sort of towards the hosel part of the club here.
Okay.
I can create sort of either skied shots with the driver, or the shanky ones obviously with the 4 and 5 iron out to the right. So once you then lost that room, I'm going to swing through there now because we could release the club on this one. This is the 5 iron now, going sort of towards target or a little bit left, and a full release through. Didn't quite come through with the body, as you can see, because I think it's a little bit more trying to stay restricted, and this is what you tend to find when you're making any change. Other things often then sort of just stop or don't work as well, because your main focus now is on trying to keep your spine angle on that line. Right. And when that does happen, other things just stop working, which is fine, but obviously when you realise you can get that spine angle correct, you can then go back to working on the things that in theory happen naturally, but your focus and your brain is working on one thing, and that's we work on one thing only. Very often you see guys when you're on the golf course, you might have one bad shot and someone says, oh, keep your head down, another bad shot, slow it down, another bad shot, do this, another bad shot, do it. And by the 5th I think, what the bloody hell am I doing? I got 5 swing thoughts, I'm thinking the ball's going right, left, high, low and all sorts. So, but that's why you'll find it a little bit harder to make the change with the longer club. We'll hit some more drives in the second hand to try and get that movement back in if we can, but it will take a bit of practice with that spine angle. What feels to you rising up is still dropping down about this much, okay, if not maybe a little bit more, okay. It's not as much as it was, I mean, before you're going down this, you're now probably going down that. If we can get sort of towards here by the end of the session and towards the end of the week, maybe in practice time, then by the sort of a month, I would say, you probably find yourself rotating on quite an equal spine angle there, rather than dropping down and rising up. Make sense?
Yeah,
good stuff. Okay, right.